video games. Woo! A world, a character, a story, led by none other than you. That's right, you. A sweaty 14-year-old with one extremely crazy magazine poster of Halo on the wall, slight double chin, bit of mantic going on, can of Monster, and a packet of knickknacks. Base hunters, now you're gone, pumping through the floor but not loud enough to wake your mum. And there you are, roaming the wastelands of Fallout 3, taking on any low-level scavengers that may come your way but avoiding super mutants like the plague. You come across a quaint little town of Megaton. You wonder why the town is named after an atomic bomb. Oh, because the atomic bomb, of course. Of course. The townspeople praise the bomb like a god, gathering round, praying and worshipping. A shady figure approaches you and proposes a task for a large sum of bottle caps. You must rig the bomb to explode, killing everyone in the town and destroying the entirety of Megaton. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh. Linear storylines in modern video games usually get slated, and rightfully so. Who willingly wants to go out on release day, spend 50 fat ones on a brand new game, wait all those painstakingly long hours for the installation, just to make no decisions? You're crazy. I don't know, dude. I'm not really good at curveballs. I'm a 12 kill streak. Don't cross me. I'm on 12 kill streak. I don't want to make a decision. I don't want to have to make any hasty decisions here. Well, there are many popular game franchises, including Grand Theft Auto, Dead Rising, Telltale's The Walking Dead, which require you to make some pretty tough decisions which determine the outcome of the game. However, some games, they like to put a little double doozy on your ass. The Stanley Parable, Far Cry 4, Cuphead, all games with an example of a decision which allows you to end the game prematurely with the bad ending, for lack of a better phrase. Now, usually these decisions have a pretty obvious good outcome, but you're a badass. You don't care. You're gonna hit the other option anyway, because you're a badass. Hey, everybody. We got a badass over here. Remember that meme? Woo! 2010. Woo! But today isn't just going to be a celebration of you, the one person in the world who is spontaneous enough and exciting enough to choose the other decision, but we're also going to be sifting through these game endings, just like me sifting baby powder on my face. Why am I doing that? Let's start off with Cuphead, a game I recently made a video on discussing the 1930s style platformer 6 months on from release. The fantastic game pits Cuphead and Mugman against a series of unique bosses packing a punch in the form of wacky early cartoon, shape-shifting and advancing through waves of difficult boss fights and run-and-gun levels. After losing a bet with the devil, it is your job to collect all the souls of these big bad yet wonderful villains, characters who have also crossed the devil prior to Cuphead's poor gamble, and return the souls to him. Turns out though, on the way to give the devil his soul contracts, Cuphead is like, hey Mugman, this game is like the Dark Souls of cartoon platformers and we're friggin' beat it, so like why don't we just friggin' beat the devil too? It's kind of a no-brainer. And Mugman's like, alright, let's go, do this. So they arrive at the devil's casino and the big man himself is like, yo, hand him over and you can join the squad. And Cuphead's like, nah mate, you and me muddle for 2 rust, 360 after T, yeah? So of course you decide to fight him and you rough him and tough him and ba-boom, you've knocked him out. Woo, medals for these guys, they've just saved Inkwell Isle. But what if instead, you're just an absolute madman, and instead of saying, no, we're not joining your squad, we're gonna fight your ass, you're like, you know what, we'll just join. Why not? Why don't we just join in? Well, you're a jabroni, because now you're all evil and shit. Mugman's the same color, but for some reason Cuphead's purple, and the game ends with some evil sounding music, the credits roll, and everyone is disappointed. Are you proud of yourself? I didn't think so. Wow, that was a real stinger. How about we go check out another one? Woo! Ooh, we got the pinata! The one line from the opener of We Happy Few, an indie horror game which freaked out a lot of goddamn people. Give it a whack! Hit it! Don't let the cartoon graphics deceive you, this game is designed to freak you out. Now in the run-up to the game's beta game preview release, Lad Bible
lads,
were posting videos about how the game was designed to be like one long drug trip, with AI learning from how you play the game, similar to Hello Neighbor. Unfortunately, the game didn't quite have the effect it wanted due to the initial game preview being released too early, lacking a story or much game depth. The main foundation of the game was built upon a drug called Joy, designed to turn a bland city in the dystopian 1960s into a happy, colourful dream world. But right from the start, your character, after some brief PTSD, decides to rebel and not take the drug. However, being the sneaky game devs they are, Compulsion Games made it feel like you were in control of the outcome of this game. Do you take the pill? Do you not? Oh well, it's always worth giving it a go, right? No. Peer pressure is wrong, even though you're on your own. In an office. Oh, the point is, you take the drug and you carry on your mundane, conforming life of we happy few. Alright, game over. Are you happy? Game over.
Snug as a bug on a drug.
By golly, wasn't that anticlimactic? I'd ask for a refund. Let's go.
I have never seen anything like this.
At the start of Far Cry 4, you were captured by the game's antagonist, Pagan Min. Taken to his palace with a bag over your head, you were sat at a dinner table with people either side of you and Min opposite. He can't believe you can't remember who he is and recalls a romance with your dead mother, whose ashes he seems to be lining his gums with like cocaine. Okay, that's a bit grim. Jokes, he's just tasting it and going, ooh, that brings back memories. Ugh, even worse. Wow, he's on the money. No, literally, I mean, he is actually on the money. His face is on the money. One of the people at the table is caught trying to text for help. They take him away, and Pagan Min tells you to stay and enjoy the crab rangoon. Leaving the room, he takes a phone call, and naturally you get excited because now you can finally exit Far Cry's cutscene simulator. Oh my god, we can finally move our character around? What? In fact, with this new ability of actually being able to play a game, you can run away, you can kill people, whatever you want. However, if you stay and enjoy the crab rangoon, as deliciously as it looks, for approximately 13 minutes, Min will actually return from his phone call and thank you for being a gentleman. Oh no, another cutscene.
Fan-bloody-tastic. You, sir, are a gentleman. I sincerely apologize. We saw terrorists in the area and yada yada. The crab rangoon, right? It's...
After that, he kindly takes you to place your mother's ashes alongside your sister, killed by your other father.
Well done, Paul. You're back on the payroll.
It is very beautiful, spiritual, and quite sad too. And then Pagan's like, yeah, let's go shoot some guns and shit. And it's like, should I stay or should I go? And cuts to the credits. Now you're probably thinking, is that meant to be the bad ending? Actually, no, it's the opposite. The bad part of it is the fact that you spent all that money on the game and didn't even play it. Come to think of it, that actually reminds me of another game on the list. You are Stanley. You work in an office. Colossal is crazy, is a clown. He also sounds like the guy who literally commentates everything you do this entire game.
Stanley had never seen the office.
If you never played the Stanley Parable, please do. It is a fantastic game and also incredibly confusing and just a really odd experience. There's not much I can explain about the game other than that, not because of spoilers, but because we'd probably be here for hours. One of the very first decisions to make in the game is whether or not to leave the office you have woken up. Do you do it? What might be out there? There could be a whole world of adventure out there. Psych! Or Bazinga, if you're a fan of bad TV shows.
Detailed analysis posted online.
You shut the door instead. Not much happens other than Colossal / Stephen Fry / the real voice actor narrating this decision.
In here I can be happy forever.
And then the game cuts to black. Oh no, did you get the coward ending too? Me too. That game is just too confusing. Decisions, more like, let's go play Infinite Warfare, am I right? Woo! Finally, we have Dead Rising, one of my favorite games of all time. Now this game, in fact the entire series of games, are notorious for their multitude of different game endings, including being taken prisoner by the military, your daughter turning into a zombie, tapping out and getting caught trying to abandon your friends to the zombie slaughter, and lots of explosions. Now there are 6 possible endings to the first Dead Rising game, the debut of the series in which a zombie outbreak occurs in a small town of Willamette. Journalist Frank West flies in via helicopter to get the scoop, after exclaiming,
I've covered wars, you know.
but the zombies end up breaking into the mall, all because of a friggin' little poodle and an old lady. Frank's helicopter pilot says he will return in exactly 72 hours, but whilst in the mall, Frank discovers the cause of the outbreak and the antagonist's plan to spread the virus. This main storyline leads to many endings, including not stopping bombs in time from exploding, destroying the mall and spreading the virus through the air, somehow, or not making it to the helipad in time, allowing the survivors to leave without you, and then we have our Big Daddy ending. You've done all the cases, you've spoken to Isabella at 10 AM, which for some reason is vital to the ending decider, and you've also made it to the helipad on time. What could go wrong? Well, it turns out the helicopter lands on a nearby building to check whether Frank had made it or not before flying over to the mall. A zombie sneaks on board and chomps poor old Ed the pilot, making the helicopter crash, leaving I've covered wars, you know, Frank West for dead in the mall, which sparks overtime mode. Yes, this is the real ending, quote-unquote good ending, which leads to even more strict time gameplay, resulting in more bad endings, and the final canon ending. But although there is no basic decision between do I don't I like Cuphead or We Happy Few, you ultimately decide the entire game, who you want to save, where you want to go, what you're going to spend these 72 hours doing, and whether or not you're going to hang up the walkie-talkie on Otis all the time. So if you decide, hey, I just want to kill zombies and shit, then you can. You don't have to follow the main storyline. I mean, the truth will vanish into darkness, as they say, but you piss around for 72 hours, Ed will save you in the helicopter along with any survivors you've helped save, and although you didn't get the scoop or any evidence of the government and terrorist plans to cause the outbreak, there are some pretty kick-ass pictures of zombies you can post on Reddit. Woo! Front page! Oh geez, that one was just too confusing. How about we end the video with something a little bit simpler, like a subliminal message? Do I say subscribe yet?